Good morning, Convoy. Long time no see. I was just feeling under the weather for a while, so feeling a lot better now. So I'm gonna get back to some videos. This morning I'm sitting here in Hurricane, West Virginia, or maybe called Hurricane, because I was listening to the radio yesterday and some announcer, broadcaster, host, show host, whatever you call him, he announced it Hurricane. So I don't know, someone make that clear for me, because I'd like to know, is it called Hurricane or Hurricane? It's spelled Hurricane, like the meteorological event, but I don't know if he pronounced it Hurricane. But let's see, I'm heading up to Carlisle, Pennsylvania this morning. I picked up a load yesterday out of Louisville, Kentucky. Got a load of paint, I think. Picked up from a PPG in Louisville, and I'm headed up to Carlisle. We have a yard there. I'm not even delivering it. I guess the load finals off in Dover, Delaware, but I'm just taking it to the yard because it's got an astronomical window on it. And then I pick up another load, 20 miles away from our yard, and come right back down to Louisville, which is pretty nice, pretty decent. Not complaining about those miles. But right now I'm up here in a little bit of weather. I shut her down real early yesterday. I only drove about 6 hours. And because I was hearing on the CB that a little ways up the road, the interstate was shut down and my Qualcomm kept going off. It was a company telling me about I'm entering a weather advisory area. And there was a big wreck heading eastbound. So I said, okay, it's pretty early still, and I'm hearing about a wreck, and it was some spin out. Tractor trailer hit a wall, I guess. I didn't get up to it. Said, okay, well, tractor trailer hitting wall up ahead of me going eastbound. They probably got the road shut down, and they did. I found that out once I got into the truck stop. I parked, kind of kept my ear on the CB, and it was a big backup. And then I heard on Interstate 76 in Pennsylvania, there was a tractor trailer had spun out in the middle of the road, and the way I heard it described was the guy's trailer was touching one barrier, and his tractor was touching the other one in a jackknife. So someone was saying that road was shut down completely too. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna do it then. I'll wait till the morning and I'll take off, because it was raining all day, and then it started barely turning into sleetish, snowy stuff. And it's just pretty cool, because the company I'm with, if you shut down due to weather, they pay you $20 an hour. So that's a pretty good deal. The owner of this place would rather pay someone $20 an hour to sit rather than $100,000+ cleaning up a wreck. So I'm gonna get right in. I'm gonna check out my truck. I'm going to get a little bit of sustenance in for breakfast, and I'm gonna put her in the wind.
Welcome to the West Virginia 511 Traveler Information System. If this is an emergency, hang up now and dial 911. Please select your direction of travel. For eastbound, press or say 1. To select a highway segment from a list, press or say 1. To select a highway segment using a mile marker, press or say 2. For Interstate 64 entire route, press or say 1. For travelers on eastbound, West Virginia, Interstate 64 entire route. As of 4:48 a.m., road conditions are as follows. Snow with wet pavement. Drivers are warned. Snow removal equipment on roadway, and reduce speed between Kentucky State Line and 3/4 mile west of US 52 northbound Huntington exit 6. Wet pavement. Drivers are warned. Snow removal equipment on roadway, and reduce speed between 3/4 mile west of US 52 northbound Huntington exit 6 and 1 mile east of West Virginia 25 exit 45. Snow with scattered icy patches. Drivers are warned. snow removal equipment on roadway, and reduce speed between 1 mile east of West Virginia 25, exit 45, and Interstate 79, northbound Charleston, exit 59. Snow with scattered icy patches. Drivers are warned. Snow removal equipment on roadway, and reduce speed between Leon Sullivan Way and Capitol Street, Charleston, exit 100, and a half mile west of US 60 westbound Charleston, exit 97. Wet pavement between a half mile west of US 60 westbound Charleston, exit 97, and 1 3/4 miles west of Mahan, exit 66. Wet pavement between 1 mile west of Mahan, exit 66, and Interstate 77, exit 40.
Alright, so you heard that lady, or man, or robot, whatever it happened to be, on 511. Couldn't really get a hold of anyone on the radio.
Turn right on WV34.
I'll be starting that. Talking too much. I got the camera on. Stop it. But, yeah, I couldn't really get a hold of anyone on the radio. So I went inside, bought me my daily beverages for the road, and I asked the cashier, I says, you hear anything about 64 out there? And he says, well, from what I heard, the going eastbound was kind of shitty. Pardon my French, I know some of you out there don't like cursing, but I kind of curse sometimes, from time to time, so fuck it. But he said it was kind of shitty out. So I said, alright, well. So I came out to the truck, tried the radio again, couldn't get a hold of nobody. Nobody knew what was going on. And so I figured, okay, 511 has done me solid in the past. So I'll give that a call. So you guys heard what the lady said. There's some icy patches out here. There's no road closures or nothing, but mostly just wet roads. And said just use caution because there's a snow removing equipment on the road, which is good. You know, I don't know, West Virginia, I'm pretty sure they spread salt here. But either way, it doesn't matter if they spread salt or sand or whatever. It's looking pretty good. And also I took note, it's not that cold outside. I mean, where I'm sitting right now is showing 34 degrees, which is not optimal weather for ice. So that's good. And I was walking across the parking lot, and I was really trying to pay attention to see if the TA parking lot there, if we had some ice on the ground. I didn't see any ice. I didn't slide around none. And then also I paid attention, got in the truck and sat here, lit up a cigarette, and I was looking at my mirrors, and there's just water droplets on my mirror. So everything I'm seeing is indicating no ice on the road. Because like, if it's just snowing, and it's just, even if the road's covered with snow, it's not too packed down, that's fine. I can drive through it. Snow, it's not a big deal. However, ice is a different story. I do not want to be driving on ice. You have zero. I don't care what any super trucker out there says. Ice is no bueno, which means no good in German, I believe. It's no good in any circumstance. You have zero control. So yeah, my biggest fear is ice. You know, but being that 511 said there's icy patches, which I believe their terminology actually means that there's a possibility of ice. You know, whether there's actually been reported icy patches or not, I'm not sure. But I guess we'll find out. You know, I'm going to take it real slow and easy. I'm not going to go balls to the wall. You know, I'm not going to be running 65 exactly through here, at least until daybreak, you know, until the sun comes up and I'm able to have a little bit better vision on the road. There's a few more vehicles on the road driving on it. Kind of, it's always better as well if there is icy patches when there's traffic out, because the traffic rolling over the roads, that they will break up the ice some. You can see a snowplow over to the left, just chilling right now, which is also kind of a good sign. I don't know, maybe he's on break, or maybe he's just standing by waiting to see, to hear from his dispatch if there is a icy patch or part of the road that needs attention. So hopefully he did his job overnight. Said it's I don't know, almost 5:30 in the morning, so sun shouldn't be too much longer to be coming up, which will make things a lot better. So yeah, we're gonna get on down the road, just being real cautious, keeping my eyes open, looking for ice, trying to feel if I'm sliding around at all, and you know, looking for hopefully no pileups. But if I see anything weird looking in the road, or if things get too bad, I'll just shut her down again. I made it up to Newton, West Virginia now, not too many miles away from where I started. I've been cruising pretty steadily here. Haven't run into any ice. You can see on this truck passing me here, look how his tires are kicking up water off of the ground. It means there's not a whole lot of ice out there. It doesn't mean that it's not out there for sure, but that's a definite good sign that you know, the great state of West Virginia took care of the roads so far. I'm up here on I-77, so hopefully it stays like this or improves. As long as it doesn't get worse, it's gonna be in pretty good shape. I'm cruising about 55, 60 miles an hour. There's not a whole heck of a lot of traffic out right now, but I'm pretty sure when the sun starts coming up, traffic volume will pick up a little bit. But for right now, this is pretty good, pretty nice cruise. You know, just staying cautious out here. Bit of a slow go, you know, being that I'm only doing 55, 60, and then I am grossing about 77,000 pounds, and being that this driven I-77, or pretty much anywhere for that matter, in West Virginia, knows it's a bit hilly and a bit twisty. So going up hills is a slow go, doesn't matter what the road conditions were like. But that's also the reason why I'm pretty comfortable driving right now too, because of how heavy I am. You know, the heavier you are, the more traction you're gonna get. Up into a certain point, of course. Like I said, you could be 300,000 pounds if you're on black ice. You're probably going to lose traction. So that's why I'm not a fan of ice. Just traction issue. You know, you could, like I said, when you're driving in the snow or the rain or whatever, you could adjust your speed, your following distances, and whatever you gotta adjust. You will get traction, you will slow down eventually. Daytime out now, and the roads are still pretty good condition. There was a couple of bridges that were kind of slick, but pretty easy drive. There were parts of the road that were snow covered, but nothing real super deep, and it didn't last very long, so it's not been a horrible drive so far. I'm about to jump off on this exit to do a 30-minute break here in Morgantown, West Virginia. So I'm going to stop in there. I'm going to check the radar and probably grab something to eat, because I didn't actually end up getting any breakfast this morning. I went in there, nothing really appealed to my liking in there. Had a couple of those nasty breakfast burritos, and I poked one, and it felt like it had been sitting there since 5 a.m. the previous day. So hopefully this pallet has something a little bit fresher. Now I got this load dropped off here at our terminal, and I'm waiting to go pick up my next load, just about 20 miles down the road. But there's no empty trailers at our terminal here, and the dispatchers are looking to find me at a trailer that I can go pick up, and hopefully they find it soon, because my day's kind of winding down here. only got about 4 hours left, maybe about 5 on my 14. I didn't realize, every time I always forget when I come across 68 from West Virginia into Maryland, how many hills there are and how many long pulls there are. And that ate up quite a bit of time, even more time than the weather did this morning. So I don't know, hopefully they find something quick, or this load's gonna have to be picked up tomorrow. Alright, so I lucked out. First they were telling me to go 60 miles the other way to go get an empty trailer and then come back another 60 miles. So that's 120 miles out of the way. And I'm not even sure if I'd be paid for that. I would have to wait till Monday until my dispatcher came back. But that's besides the point. I'm now running on my 14-hour clock, and I had just under 4 hours when they told me this. So it's two hours to go get an empty trailer, then back over to the shipper, and then it's a live load, and they don't have parking at this place. So I told them, I was like, well, I could go get the trailer, but I'm not going to get the load. I'm going to go park somewhere. You're putting me in a really bad situation by sending me to a live load with 2 hours on my 14-hour clock. You know, either it's going to be I'm going to have to go into violation because the shipper's telling me get the hell out. And this is pretty backwoodsy here, as you can see. I don't think there's too much place to park around here. Or try to park on the street somewhere, or somewhere where I shouldn't, and risk getting a ticket. So that was kind of a little conundrum that me and dispatch were in. But I was getting ready to leave to do that 60-mile one-way trip to go get an empty trailer, and I saw another one of our trucks pull in, and I just kind of drove over to him. He backed into a spot, hopped out of my truck, and he hopped out of his. And, he said, "Oh yeah, you looking for an empty trailer?" I'm like, "Yes." He goes, "Here you go." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" It's one of the newer ones too, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, but that driver pretty much saved the day. Now I'm off. Pick up this load. Hopefully it's quick. I've got 3.5 hours, and that's running down from right now. So, hopefully it don't take more than a couple hours to get me loaded, because that would be bad too. Alright, so I got here, I finally bumped the dock, and I have 3 hours left. That's counting down on my 14, so like I said, hopefully I get out of here in at most a couple hours. And if not, I'm just gonna have to figure something out. I don't even know. But I think that's it for today. I will be vlogging again tomorrow. So stay tuned for more. Find out what I do tomorrow, how I got out of this situation I'm in, if they unloaded me fast, or loaded me rather, not unloaded me. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed today's vlog, please hit the like, and don't forget to subscribe to see more vlogs. That really helps me out when you hit that subscribe button, and it lets you know every time I make a new video. So I appreciate you guys watching, and as always, run hard and get paid.